everybody. Thank you, Earthy. Today, realities include dealing with terrorism aimed at you. It's as simple as that. Two major attacks in major city in the center of Israel remind us that it is a national challenge. Thank you, Prime Minister Netanyahu, for joining us.
Thank you, Israel. I'm going to give you first the good news, and then I'll give you the bad news. The good news is that Israel is stronger than ever. Big program of free markets has combined our innate technology, which we have through our military intelligence. So Israel is very strong economically because of free markets. And the bad thing is Iran, the nuclear agreement with Iran. When we have something that threatened the survival of Israel, the future of Israel, I found it my duty to speak out. We have to stand up to Iran. We have to prevent Iran getting nuclear weapons. Iran says openly that they want to destroy us. By the way, it calls us the small Satan, the little Satan. You're the big Satan. But for Iran, when it develops nuclear weapons and the means to deliver them, they can smash all these regimes, all these countries and governments in the Middle East and take them over, which it plans to do. So obviously, if Iran has nuclear weapons, it's very bad news for basically for everyone. It's very bad news for Israel, clearly, but it's also bad news for America. Iran will become a threshold nuclear state in 3 years. This is what this agreement does. It doesn't stop Iran from developing nuclear weapons. It paves its way to do so with an international seal of approval. And Iran is developing a capacity to have ballistic missiles, long-range ballistic missiles that can reach not only the heart of Europe, they don't need it to reach us, they need it to reach you, and every part of the United States eventually, to actually bring to America the greatest terror of all, the terror of nuclear weapons. This is not a world that we can afford. It is a real and present danger, not only to the Gulf states, not only to Israel, not only to our entire region, to you directly at home. There is no other way to stop, not an agreement, not an illusory agreement that is fake. Everybody knows. You know, the guys who are doing it, I don't think they're stupid, but I just think they're not being honest. They're not in the business of prevention. They're in the business of containment. And they're making a historic mistake, a mistake of monumental proportions. You do not contain an Islamist bomb. You prevent it. They're worth nothing. What is worth something is strength and resistance. And that's the only thing that will work. The only thing that will work. Everything